Okay, the false card you have your past is the Ace of Wands. Okay, this is really full of force, full of power. That's what I'm getting in this card. It's like, I'm in charge now. I'm ready. That's what I'm feeling. And I think it was like, I'm going to be in charge of this. But I don't think it was you making a decision. I'm sorry. I think it was just like your feelings. You felt this, right, I'm ready. It's like a feeling. I'm ready. That's what I'm getting. And I think your emotions actually might have been in charge of you for a long time before this. I'm seeing a lot of up and down emotions. You've been up and down a lot in your emotions. I think over these past few months, and even all this year, I think you've experienced a lot of pretty extreme ups and downs, or pretty bad ups and downs. I'm getting this. Sometimes you felt like, oh, I'm in control of this. I know what I'm doing. I'm on top of everything. And, you almost felt as if you're on a high sometimes. And then, after that, pretty soon after that, you were down again. That's what I'm getting. It might have been quite extreme downs as well, because I'm getting this really like, I'm down here. I don't think I can move. I don't think I can get up. Very, very extreme. Now, with this card, this is really, really big. It looks like a big turning point for you. I think maybe throughout your life you might have had people around you. Maybe they were a bit up and down in your life. Maybe they were in and out of your life, or moody, or things like that. It was like you never knew kind of where you are with some of these people. And I think you might have experienced that throughout your life. I don't know whether that was when you were a child, when you were older. Some of these things that happened in your past, I think they've made you get this kind of these ups and downs, or they've made you it's not that they've made you have these ups and downs. It's almost a little bit like these ups and downs felt familiar to you because you'd been through that in your past. That's kind of what I mean by that. I hope that makes sense with you. It's not like, okay, I'm feeling like this because of what's happened. It's more like, I don't like this, but it feels familiar to me. I hope that makes sense. So now it's kind of like with this card, it's like, right, action is happening on this, something is being done about this. It really feels like you're ready. I'm getting this, I'm ready to change this. And I think this just came to you. I'm feeling this really, really strongly, actually. It's about taking back yourself for yourself. And, I'm seeing you removing yourself from certain people as well, people who can be negative, people who have you feeling these kinds of ups and downs. You want to be away from that to start with. I don't think you're going to remove yourself from these people forever. It's just kind of like, okay, while I'm doing this, while I'm turning this corner, while I'm doing this, getting through this process, working through this, I just don't need that around me right now. I think I'm going to be strong enough later on. I'll be able to face everything. But right now, I'm not ready. I don't want this around me right now. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So yeah, a huge turning point here. The outcome of this is going to be very, very positive. I'm seeing that. I'm not sure what stage you're at with this right now, if this is resonating with you. But this card can be about potential in action. So I think this is when you have this big kind of realization. I think you've always felt a little bit like this. I want to stop this. I want to stop these ups and downs. But I think this came to the surface really forcefully at this time. And yeah, I really, really love this too, because I think you've been this for you, because I think you've been through so much. You've been through a lot of emotions, a lot of ups and downs. I'm seeing a lot of terrible things. So I'm really happy to see this starting for you if this resonates with you. Okay, so the next card you have for your past is the Sun. Yeah, this is fantastic. Look at this again. This can be about breakthroughs, because this child's broken through this wall. And yeah, very, very passionate with this red here, this red banner, and, enthusiasm and just freedom as well. Very, very positive breakthrough here. Now, of course, when you're breaking out of one thing or one world even, it feels like going from one world to another world, or one set of circumstances, and then you go into this new world. there are a whole lot of new things that you have to navigate, that you're probably very unfamiliar with. You know, it's like when you travel to a new country, it's all kind of fun and exciting and interesting, but then you have to learn a new culture, a new language sometimes. So it's unfamiliar. Even though it's good, it's very strange and unfamiliar. So, you know, and this is a child, so this new territory might have you feel like, or make you feel as if like, as if you're a child again. You know, going right back to the beginning, having to learn new things. So, you know, you are determined to move forward. I think you're determined to get stronger and stronger. But you're being led like a child, because I'm just with this child, I keep on seeing this child, and you're being led by the universe like a child, leading you into this. So this determination came from inside of you, but I think it came from the universe into you, and you're being led out of this old kind of up and down emotion into this new strength. So it's really, really fantastic. Now, I know this is in your past, but you might not have gotten to the stage where this has come up to the surface yet. So if you're feeling kind of almost there, like if you're getting these feelings that are starting to kind of brew up inside you, like I want to change, I feel like I want to change this, then this is probably going to happen to you very, very soon. You know, I really love this. It's not a super easy process, I have to say, because sometimes when people go through this, they start to kind of open their eyes and things start to come up to the surface as well. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, all kinds of different things. You know, and the Sun card can be about shedding light on things. And yeah, you might have to distance yourself from some people as well. I'm seeing that again here. So maybe family members, especially if there are certain family members around you that remind you of these old times that you went through that I was seeing the Ace of Wands. So that's just something else there. Okay, so the last card you have your past, the Two of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I think this is probably where you were at this time, or you're heading toward being at this kind of level here in this process. It's like wanting to move forward, ready to move out of the old. But again, I think there was a little bit of, you know, familiarity around these ups and downs, these up and down emotions, you know, because sometimes people keep on going back to what feels comfortable to them, even if it's not the right thing for them. And, you know, even if it hurts sometimes, they keep on going back to that. Now, I'm not saying you're falling backwards and kind of you weren't going forwards. I'm not saying that at all. But this process, it's not a linear process. It's not straight up and down. There is still kind of ups and downs. It's a bit like a graph going up and down. So, you know, you do have more control over things now. You do have more control over where you're going than you used to. But there are still these ups and downs. You know, sometimes old memories can come up, feelings can come up. You know, and sometimes these things have to come up to the surface to be acknowledged so that you can move forward. That happens sometimes as well. So, you know, if you are going through this, whatever stage you're at, okay, don't be angry, because if you're going through a difficult stage, you might be angry at me saying this to you. But if you're going through a really hard time right now, just know that you're actually very privileged to be going through this process, because a lot of people keep things buried down there and they never bring them up to the surface. You know, some people go through their whole lives carrying things around with them, and because of that, they never actually get to reach their potential, because if they're carrying baggage with them, they can't fly because it's too heavy. Imagine a bird trying to carry a big suitcase. They wouldn't be able to fly. So, but you're letting all these things go now, and you'll be able to fly. So if this is you, if you see yourself in this, yeah, you're going to fly. In a lot of different areas of your life, and you know, it's going to start from inside yourself, and it's going to start internally, and then it's going to come out of that. So I hope that makes sense. I knew that was a bit confusing, but hopefully that makes sense to you. It is hard to explain. I'm trying my best, but yeah, this is really, really beautiful. I love this. It's tough. It's very tough, very, very tough, but it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so the first card you have your present is the Page of Cups. Okay, a lot of the time this is about love, but I'm not seeing love in this card. Yeah, I'm actually seeing a work situation. It's very strange, but I'm seeing a very, someone who's a little bit immature, a bit silly maybe. I know that's a bit rude, but someone who's not very experienced. Yeah, this is a workplace situation, and I think you do have a lot of work on, I think, and I think you could do with some help, but the right kind of help, not the help that this person can give you. Yeah, I think someone at your workplace might be encouraging you to say yes to some help that's offered to you. But, okay, I don't know if this is going to make sense, but I'm getting this feeling of, firstly, I'm getting this feeling of impermanence around this. So I think someone was there not permanently, or they might have to leave soon. They're not there. They're not in this position permanently. That's what I'm getting, maybe. It's someone who's not very experienced, so it might be that someone's there temporarily, maybe, or yeah, this is what I'm getting. I'm just getting this feeling as well that maybe they're friends with someone else who's there, or they're related to someone who's there. It feels as if they weren't given this job through merit, you know, and they got there because of who they know. That's what I'm getting. So, and again, it doesn't feel permanent. It doesn't feel like a permanent position. Okay, I'm just going to stick my neck out here. I don't think this person's going to be do a very good job at helping you. I actually think if they did help you, things might get even worse. So if you don't know, sorry, if you know who this is, if you do know who this is, I'm saying don't's coming up. If you don't know who this is, what I'm trying to say is, if you do know who this is, don't give them any important things to do at all. You can give them the job of, I don't know, sorting out the paper clips. Nothing important. I know that sounds bad. That sounds really snooty, but you know, you don't want to give them anything important to do, because they're going to mess it up. Basically, that's what I'm telling you. So, and yes, someone they know has a hand in them being there. They're not there because of their own abilities. And you know, the other thing is, don't babysit them, because you know they need a lot of babysitting. That's the impression I'm getting. Okay, so yeah, do not accept help from this person. The other thing is, I'm seeing an apology here, or it's something like that. Someone's trying to talk to you, they're trying to make things up to you or something. Now, I'm not saying they're not genuine. I can't see whether they are or they're not at this time. And I think because you're going through this process, you're going through a lot emotionally, I would say, I don't want to say don't accept this, and I don't want to say do accept this either, because I don't think you're going to be in a position emotionally, if this all resonates with you so far, to make a proper decision about this. So I would say, just maybe tell this person, I can't make this decision now. Thank you for that apology, or whatever you have to say. I'm still working through things, so I'll have to talk to you about this later. I really can't make this decision now. It might have to be something like that. You know, take your time, follow your instincts. That's really all I can say about that. Because I'm really not sure what to say about this, because you're kind of in this process. It's all a bit kind of mixed up right now. So that might mean that you're mixed up still. You're kind of in the middle of all of this process. So if you are, wait until you are ready. That's what I'm getting now. Okay, so the next card you have your presence, the Six of Wands. Yeah, this is really interesting. I like this because this is a really interesting progression of wands in this reading so far, because you have the Ace of Wands in the beginning, which is about potential for big change and all of that. And then you have the Two of Wands, which is when you're kind of in the process of this, kind of going a little bit backwards and forwards. You want to move forwards, but you're still kind of going back and forwards a bit. And now you have this victory here, which is the Six of Wands. So if you're in this difficult stage right now, because I think you might be in the Two of Wands stage right now, going through a lot of difficulties, you know, sometimes going through that feels a little bit like, you know, sometimes it can feel worse before it gets better. That's what I'm trying to say. And so I think this victory card here, the Six of Wands, might be a message to you to tell you, hang in there, things are going to get better, you're going to get to this victory at the end of this. And, you know, back when I was talking about the Two of Wands, I was seeing flying high, reaching your potential, and reaching even further up than that as well, further than your potential, further than you imagine. And here's the evidence of that. You know, you're going to reach your potential and more. You know, this man's up on this horse. He's up higher than anyone else on this card. You have had a lot of relationship struggles, and that's kind of contributed to these up and down emotions. You're definitely dragged down by the last person that you're with, I'm seeing. And now that I'm seeing this victory card, I think when you've gotten through all of this process, and then when you're up high on this horse, you are going to stay there. You're not coming back down again. And I think you're only going to accept people who are up there with you. Now, what I mean by that is, that's not a snooty thing. It's not about, oh, I'm up on my high horse, no one's good enough for me. That's not what I mean. It's not about money, it's not about status, it's not about I'm better than you, it's not about that at all. This is about how, you know, you've worked through this process, you've got to this victory, you're up high, you value yourself, you feel that you value yourself, and the person that you're going to want to have around you and keep around you values you, and they value themselves as well. And that's the sort of person you want around you. Now, I think you do have some options around you in love if you're single, obviously. But because you're going through this, I think you're kind of not ready to be with anyone yet. You're kind of just sorting through everything and questioning things. You're questioning just about everything in your life right now. So you're kind of not at the stage where you want anyone permanently around you right now. That's what I'm getting if you're single. Okay, so the last card you have for your present is the Lovers. Okay, so yeah, you have someone around you. Again, this is for single people. This is what I'm seeing. There's someone who's interested in you. And I'm not saying this to be horrible, but I'm just not getting a lot of depth here. Now, I'm not being horrible. I don't mean that they're a shallow person. I'm not meaning that. This is just about the way they view things and relationships right now. Again, if you're in a relationship, this isn't about you, so don't want you to worry about the person you're with if you are in a relationship. This is about single people, or for single people, I should say. Okay, so this person really likes you, they like being around you, you know, they're fun and all of that, but I just don't think they reach you on that deep level. I'm not seeing that happening here. There's nothing wrong with them. Again, it's just not, I'm just not seeing that deep connection. And, you know, you're on your way up. You're on your way up to bigger things. No more games, no more messing around. You know, you're after the real thing. Maybe not now, but eventually. This is what you're planning for yourself as you're moving forward. You know, you've had enough of playing around. You've had enough of up and down emotions. You're just going up to where this beautiful angel is. And, you know, you have the Page of Cups here as well. In this reading, and that can be about fun connections, fun in love, but things that don't really last. They're just kind of here for today and not tomorrow. So, but they're fun. So, you know, you could hang around with this person, you could have fun with them if that's what you both want. But I'm not getting any, I'm not getting that depth around them. I'm not getting permanence around them. And that's what you want eventually. You want to feel that depth. You want to have that depth with someone. That's what I'm getting in that card. Okay, so the first card you have for your future is Death. Okay, yeah, I'm really happy to see this here, because this just confirms everything that I'm seeing in this reading so far. Huge changes coming into your life. You're already going through this, I think, and death's final. The thing about death is it is absolutely final. So once you start going through this, there's no going back. And I think there are going to be times, and you might have been through these times already, I don't know, where you'll probably feel like going back. But once you reach the end of this, or even when you're close to the end of this, you know, you'll be able to see where all of this is leading you. So yeah, try not to resist this process, especially the bad bits, the uncomfortable bits, because if you do that, you just prolong things. If you look at this card, there's a priest here or a bishop or whoever this is, and it looks as if it looks like he's begging death. He's in front of this horse. If you look at him, he's on his knees and he's begging, and he's saying, stop, please spare me, don't kill me. It looks like that. And, as we all know, death doesn't spare anyone. You, me, a bishop, a pope, anyone. It doesn't spare anyone. So if this is you, just let this happen. Just go with the flow of this, and then it'll flow a lot easier for you. Don't try and swim against the tide, because it's not going to work for you. Just go with the tide. So that's what I'm seeing in that card. The other thing, just a little thing I'm seeing here. Just watch out for someone who might be trying to box you into something. I'm just seeing someone trying to be a little bit insistent. I'm seeing you telling them that you can't do this thing, and they keep on insisting, yes, you can. Maybe you can do this, maybe you can do that. I'm just getting, they think you owe them something, actually. It's very strange. It's something about volunteering. It's something like that. And they have a strange idea of what volunteering means, because obviously volunteering doesn't mean you're pushed into something, it means you're volunteering. So they're trying to force you into something. That's what I'm getting. And if you're getting that horrible feeling of being guilted into something, obviously that's a sign that it isn't for you. And I'm seeing a woman around this. She's very, very insistent, but she's dealing with the new you now, and there's no going back. This is the death card. So I think you're probably going to put your foot down and say, no, I really hope you do, because anytime you're getting that feeling of, I don't feel right around this, that's a warning sign. That's your warning sign. And I don't think you knew to follow those signs in the past, but now you're getting this alert, and you're feeling this, and you're acting on this. So it's really, really good to see. Okay, the next card you have, your futures, the Page of Wands. Okay, so again, if you're single, sorry if you're in a relationship, this is for single people. A lot of things are coming up for singles. So there's definitely new love coming in for you. Now, okay, I wouldn't have done this once, but I'm saying this a lot more. If I see timelines, things happening, I'm saying this a lot more. I'm sticking my neck out, so you can all come and blame me and come back in the comments and say, that didn't happen. Okay, but this is what I'm saying. I'm just saying it if I see it. So this person's going to come into your life probably in around 2 to 3 weeks' time. They might not approach you romantically at that time, but they're going to approach you really quickly. I'm seeing a bit of an age difference here as well, maybe an age gap. I'm not sure who's going to be older or whatever, who's going to be younger. Someone is, I think. And you're going to notice them pretty much right away. They're confident, outwardly confident, so you'll notice them. And again, you are going through this process, so whether you're going to be ready for them or not, that's up to you. But here they are, ready or not. So if something, you're just going to have to sort that out when this all happens, because I don't know if you're going to be ready or not, but whatever. It's like, ready or not, here I am. So they're just going to pop up. There they are. So yes, ready or not, they're there. And it does feel very positive. It does feel very positive. So I'm getting that around that as well. So that's something to look forward to. Okay, so the last card you have, your future, is the Moon. Yeah. All right. So I just want to talk a little bit more about this process, because that's what this card's indicating to me again, this kind of introspective inner process. I know I've been seeing this all through this reading, but if you are going through this, if you're experiencing things like, for example, bad dreams, strange dreams, or, really, really vivid dreams, things like that, just know that they're all part of these things coming up to the surface. Sometimes this is your subconscious bringing things up to the surface. You might do things like suddenly wake up in the night. That can be a sign as well, and just all kinds of strange feelings coming up out of nowhere. So if you're going through that, I know it can be quite difficult. It can be scary sometimes even, but it's all normal if you're going through this, because it's bringing things bringing things up to the surface. That's what I'm seeing. You have these things buried down and they're all start to come up, and when they pop up, that's when you can get them out of the road. So you are going to be able to make sense of all of this later on, because if you look at these watchtowers, that's what that's about. Looking back over your past and realizing, that's why this happened, that's why that happened. So that's how you're going to be in the future. You're going to see all of this and go, now I know why I went through this and that. Just remember, you're going through this to get to a higher place. Like this lobster, he's traveling up this path, he's getting to the top of the mountain. So I just hope that all makes sense to whoever's going through this, because it is a really, really difficult thing to explain. So